Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. So I am making this video for my personal blog, KatieLaurenGraham.com. So if you are a reader there, here you are, welcome, thanks for watching. And if you are not a reader and you just found this on YouTube or online, or you're a subscriber of mine on YouTube, then again, thank you for watching. If you are not yet a subscriber of my YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. In today's video, I am going to be basically giving you a behind the scenes look as to what a real life workday looks like for me as a working from home mom of a 7-month-old. So I am a wedding photographer by profession. That's what I do. I work from home. This is my office, and I have a 7-month-old daughter that I also watch full-time. I am a mom full-time. We don't have any help with that. So I thought, because I get this question a lot of how do you work and be a mom, like how do you basically do 2 full-time jobs? And I'm gonna basically walk you through what that is like in this video and give you a very real look as to what a day looks like. I'm sure you can hear Beckley talking in the background. So I hope that you find this video enjoyable. I hope that you find it informative above all else and helpful. So yeah, let's just dive on in. All right, so here's the baby, Aunt Sully. Hey, Beckley. What you doing, kid? Hi. Yeah. How you doing, sweetheart? And we've got Sully watching over, and I need to go make myself some lunch. So I have a call with a bride of mine. Let me see if I can set you here. Is that okay? Well, you can't really see me. It's gonna have to be okay. So I have a call with a couple of mine, well, the bride of mine, who are moving their wedding forward by about 6 months. They have had some things going on in the background, and they've decided that they're moving their wedding from May of 2022 to November of 2021. So this upcoming November. So let me go grab a plate and knife. So I've been working with them on basically figuring out the logistics of that switch. They've been trying to find a venue and a date that will like work for them, and this bread is stale. That's good. Okay, well, we're not having PB&J for lunch. Oh, okay, never mind. What can I have for lunch? I can make spaghetti, but I can't make that now. Anyways, I have a call with said bride in 10 minutes? 9 minutes. I have a FaceTime call with her, and we're gonna go over basically where they're at in the planning process. But I'm gonna have that call with them, and then I guess I'm making myself spaghetti because I need to have some sort of lunch. I need to make an Instacart order, and then I have a lot of editing to do, and then I also need to email a few people. I have a project I'm working on that's going to be ready beginning of December. And so I need a few contributors for this project, basically. And so I need to email a few people. Hi, kid. Can you see her down there? Where is she? There she is. So I need to do some emails for that. But hi, kid. You're so cute. But anyways, I think I'm gonna get the stuff laid out for the spaghetti because I'm really hungry. And then when I get off the call, I can just hit go. All right, so I am sitting here with Sully, and Beckley is over yonder. Hi, buddy. So my first tip that I would give if you are finding yourself in a situation, hi, sweetie, where you're needing to work from home and be a full-time mom and also run a business or do a job, whatever you're doing for your income, my first tip would be to be very flexible with what your expectations are. The stages that your baby is in, especially in the early years, I'm finding, they last for a very short amount of time, and they change constantly. So what works for you for getting work done in the newborn phase is going to work great for probably like a month, and then it's going to switch. And then you're going to have to adjust because their sleep cycles are naturally going to develop more. So their naps are going to look differently. What they can handle is going to look differently. How much attention they're needing from you is going to look differently. And then when they start crawling, that's going to change things. So what you might have been able to do when they were awake in the newborn phase, you might not be able to do now. So I mean, obviously have some expectations for yourself because it's good to have expectations. That's how you know what you need to get done. But be very flexible with those, because the reality is what you might think that you're going to be able to do, you might actually be able to do for a period of time. But the likelihood is that you won't be able to do that for months on end. So, you okay, kid? Yeah? Okay. So that would be my first piece of advice, is just be extremely flexible with yourself and what your expectations are, so that you're not setting yourself up for disappointment or feeling like you failed. Because the reality is, this is a really hard job. I mean, doing basically 2 full-time jobs at once. Hi. And neither of them are really ones that you can chance to fail at. It takes a lot of hard work, and it's very difficult, and it takes a lot of patience. So don't set yourself up for failure with having these lofty expectations and being very rigid about them. Have flexibility and be open about what your expectations are for yourself. All right, phone call is over, and this girl was chatty. Are you trying to lick the Oh, spit up. All right, hang on, guys. Spit up, cleaned up. And Zoe's just making sure I got everything. You were chatty, weren't you? You just wanted to say hi. So normally I do not have Beckley on calls with me. Normally I try to coordinate calls with when, what am I doing? I need to make lunch. When Jackson is home, so that he can watch Beckley, or I'll coordinate them at a time where I know like my mother-in-law can watch her or something, just because for professionalism's sake, having a baby on the call is not the best move. But in this situation, it was a call that needed to happen ASAP. And I also know that the bride, she is so chill and just really sweet. I'm very lucky to have amazing couples that I work with. And so I told her ahead of time, I'm like, hey, I can talk, but just heads up, baby's gonna be on the call because she's not napping right now. And she's like, oh, that's not a problem at all. So call went really well, but just so you know, usually how I try to handle having professional, like business related calls with having a baby at home is I either try to time them with a nap time, or I time them for when Jackson is home so that he can watch her, or I time them for when I know that I'm going to have somebody watching Beckley so that I don't have to be watching her. Just because it is more professional to not have the baby on the call with you. And speaking of baby, she's crying. Okay, just put Beckley down for a nap. Spaghetti is on the stove, so hopefully that will be ready soon. Let's talk a little bit more about balancing motherhood and business when you are doing both full time. Now, I want to touch on that whole idea of finding balance, because I see that a lot online, where I'll have people ask me like, how do you balance the two? How do you create balance between being a mom and working at home? And to be totally honest with you, oh no, she's crying. Hopefully she'll be okay. She has not been napping well today, guys. I don't believe that there is a balance between the two to be found. I don't think that that's possible. And that, oh, hold on, guys. Water was boiling over. That's never good. I don't believe that there is a balance to be found. I think that that idea of there being a balance is a nice thought, and that might sound ideal and something that you really want to strive for. And the idea of there not being a balance might sound really frightening and like, well, why on earth would you even try to do both then? But really, I feel like the idea of trying to find a balance is again, setting yourself up for failure. Because on the days where you don't find the balance and you don't feel like you've given equal time to each or whatever the ratio should be, you feel like you failed and you feel like you haven't done your job. And that's so defeating. I personally don't believe that there is a balance to be struck, and I'm very thankful that I went into motherhood believing that. I have to remind myself of this all the time, because in reality, especially with my job, different days call for different things. And Beckley is going to need more attention on one day than she's going to need on another. Today, she's needing more attention and more hands-on help because she's not napping well. She is a little more fussy. She's going through a growth spurt. She's needing more. Whereas last week, she was borderline self-sustaining as far as entertainment goes. She was just fine to sit off in the corner and play with her blocks all morning. Like, she was just content. And so different days call for different things. And so last week I was able to do a lot more creative work, whereas this week is probably going to be more admin work. And so don't bring yourself into this mindset where you think that there has to be this balance of, okay, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. I'm going to be mom. But then from 11:30 to 1 p.m. I'm going to be doing work. And then you have this regimented, balanced system where this amount of time is for work and this amount of time is for motherhood. That might actually happen, and that is great if it does. But that also might not happen, and it's fine if it doesn't. Don't set yourself up for failure in thinking that there is this perfect balance to be struck, when in my opinion, there isn't a perfect balance to be struck. Go into the day thinking, okay, what needs to happen today? What are my priorities for today? And how can I work with my circumstances to help make those happen? And if they don't happen, don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay. And so for me, today, last night, really, I think the night before, about what my priorities are and what needs to happen. And so today when I woke up, I knew my priorities were, one, being a mom to Beckley. I knew that I needed to help her nap as much as I can. I need to make sure she get fed, clean diapers, get her outside some, be a mom. On the work side of things, I knew that I needed to do emails. I knew that I needed to touch base on a couple couples for timelines for their wedding days. I knew I needed to reach out to a few contributors for the project I'm working on, and I knew that I needed to edit. And I knew that as far as work goes, those were the things that I could go into the day knowing I had to do. And basically, I said, you know what? If my work takes me only 2 hours to accomplish and I spend the rest of the day being a mom, that's fine. It might not be a balanced time of like I spent the same amount as a mom, the same amount as work, blah, 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 but I got done what I needed to get done in order to say I've done what I needed for work. Don't strive for what doesn't exist. Thinking that there is balance that exists and somebody has achieved this elusive balance and therefore you have to achieve it as well is setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that to yourselves, guys. Like, you are fine. If you spend 10 minutes working and 18 hours being a mom, but you, in that 10 minutes that you spent working, you got done what you needed to get done that day in order to complete your job, hats off to you, thumbs up, good job, you have done what you need to do. Don't feel guilty about not spending a full 8 hours doing work that day, because you did what you needed to do. I need to shut up now because I've been going on about this for over 7 minutes, and this is just one thing. So, yeah. Don't burden yourselves, guys, with balance. It doesn't exist. You will notice that we are having penne pasta for spaghetti because I was out of traditional spaghetti. So, goody. All right. Beckley got a good nap in, didn't you, sweetie? Yeah, you were due a good nap, weren't you? And I had a very productive time during her nap. I got a full set of images edited and then delivered, so that was wonderful. And now I'm wrapping up some laundry, and our mail arrived, and this Amazon package, I'm pretty sure, has some stuff for little Miss Beckley in it. So I thought, let's go ahead and open it and see what's inside. Do you like that idea, sweetie? Should we do that? Are you gonna stand there nice and neat for me while I do this? I'm pretty sure she's making a mess in her pants right now, which is why she's not sitting down. Huh. Pretty sure you're being productive as you stand there. Look, Beckley, it's you! Okay, so there are a few winter things that we need for little Miss Beckley. The first being winter mittens. And so I found this set of 2 for a pretty good price on Amazon. So we've got like a dark pink pair and a light pink pair. What do you think of those? And they're just all one big thing, like there's no thumb print. Let me close that, there we go. So you just undo the Velcro, slide their hand in, Velcro it up. It's nice, like fleecy and warm on the inside. Perfect. Those are exactly what we need. Nice and easy. All right. These looked more like red online, so I'm a little disappointed that they're pink, not red, but whatever. All right, but her windbreaker came in because we don't have any like jackets. This isn't like a winter coat, but just a jacket to be able to put on her when we go for like walks when it's cooler and stuff. It's a fleece-lined windbreaker, I think. Is it all fleece-lined? Yeah, fleece-lined windbreaker. And oh my gosh, technically it's a little boy's one, but I don't know. I think little boys' clothing is so cute, and you just wear so much pink. So I need to get her something else. So this is the jacket I got her, and I thought it was so cute, just the red, white, and the blue. Do you like that? Yeah. And then, so it's lined like this, all on the inside. And the sleeves are not lined, they're just the windbreaker material. And it's got a hood, and it's an Oshkosh one. Oshkosh, which their stuff is nice. I like their stuff. So that was another find off of Amazon, which I thought was perfect. Yeah. Let's see how's this gonna look on you. Can you hold it up? Oh, you're gonna look so cute, darling. Yes, you are. Yeah, do you like that? Is that cute? You say that looks nice, Mama. Perfect. Well, the mittens are gonna kind of clash with that because I was hoping that they were red, but, well, I guess it doesn't matter that much. Who cares? It's just baby stuff. The whole point is that we just keep you warm, isn't it? Yeah, that's all that really matters, keeping you warm. All right, so I'm gonna go put that away and let's see. No mess yet. Maybe you'll keep playing. Right now I have you sat on top of her play block thing, which is why I'm huddled over like this. Wanna huddle with me? Yeah. Is that fun? Yeah. Yeah. You looking at the camera? All right. Gracious, dude. What you doing? Okay, so work day is pretty much done now. Beckley is waking up from her last nap, and I am getting ready to start getting dinner ready and all that stuff, but I thought I would leave this on a practical note. When we're talking about trying to maintain a business or working from home and also being a mom full-time, you've got these 2 full-time spheres. What I find to be very helpful is starting the day with the small stuff. So I'm talking specifically with work-related things. So I look at my list. Hang on, she's crying. Let me go get her. There, you good? Okay, sounds good. We've got the whole gang here. So I try to start my day with the smallest tasks. So what I'll do is I'll look at my list of what I need to get done for work that day. And I'll start the morning with the smallest ones. And so usually that is checking my email, maybe making sure an Instagram post is ready to go, checking my blog analytics. I start with those small tasks first, and then you work your way to your larger ones. And the idea is that then you can just knock out those small tasks, hopefully relatively quickly, and then you have the rest of the day to focus on those larger ones. That is something that I have found to be very helpful. Now, of course, if you have a task that is like optimum priority, like that has to get done today, well then obviously that's the one that you're going to want to do first. But when I'm talking about like doing the small ones first and then the big ones, I'm thinking that every day you should only be focusing on doing what you have to do that day. Limit your to-do list to only items that have to get done on that day. Anything you would like to do, maybe have that on a secondary list that you can work on after you've achieved all of the items that have to get done, if you get them all done. But that way then you're not like overwhelming yourself. You're giving yourself a little pat on the back earlier on in the day because you're realizing like, hey, I'm getting a lot done. This is great. You have sun in your eyes. There. Is that better, Beckley? There you go. So that would be something that I would recommend, that I have found to be very helpful, is limiting yourself to only putting on your list, your to-do list, things that you have to do that day for work, and then starting with the small tasks first and then working up to the large ones. Gotta start small and then you get big, right? Just like you. You start small and then you get bigger. So anyways, I hope that this has been a helpful video for you. Honey, you have to let go of my hair. There we go. I hope that this has been a helpful video for you, and encouraging. And if you are finding yourself in a position where you're going to be working from home and also being a mom full-time, no, it is not easy. I will never pretend that it is. I honestly thought it was going to be easier than it is. It is a lot harder than I thought it would be, and I know that it's going to continue shifting and changing, but that's okay. There's a lot of flexibility and a lot of gifts that come with working from home as well. And so I take them all in stride, and I take stock of those gifts, and I am well aware of them. But if you ever have any questions or need a little encouragement, shoot me a message on Instagram or on my blog. I always have a contact form available where you can shoot me an email that way. Again, if you are not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. There are a little over 2,070 of you, I think. So that's an amazing thing. I'm just so excited that there's so many of you here. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you found it helpful or if you enjoyed it. And anything else, Beckley? Anything else? No? Okay. Well, then we will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.